keep on running. You don't have to make a choice. You can settle in beside me. Love the feeling, drink it up. I'm your well out in the desert. You can come and fill your cup. These are the secret things I tell you. Things I know you'll understand. Man to woman, woman to man. You can give your body up, surrender it to love. Love is what I know the best. Love is what I'm made of. These are the secret things I tell you. Things I know you'll understand. Man to woman, woman to man.
Please be seated. Dear friends, we've come together today to witness and bless the vows of Karen and John, the beginning of their journey together. The commitment of a man to a woman in marriage is of the heart, body, and mind. It is for the intention of mutual love, help, and comfort through the trials and triumphs of life. It is an estate not to be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but deliberately, lovingly, and reverently. Knowing and accepting this, John and Karen have invited those present to witness their union. If anyone can show just cause why they should not lawfully be joined together, speak now or forever hold your peace.
General.
Karen, will you have John as your lawfully wedded husband? Will you love him, honor, and keep him? In sickness and in health, forsaking all others, be faithful only to him as long as you both shall live?
I will with all my heart.
John, will you have Karen as your lawfully wedded wife? Will you love her, honor, and keep her? In sickness and in health, forsaking all others, be faithful only to her as long as you both shall live.
I will with all my heart.
Who presents this man and woman for marriage?
We do.
We do. Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
John?
I, John, take you, Karen, to be my lovely wedded wife. To have, to hold from this day forward. For better or worse. For richer, for poor. Sickness and in health. To love and to cherish. Until we're parted in death. This is my solemn promise and pledge.
Karen.
I, Karen, take you, John, to be my lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until we are parted in death. This is my solemn promise and pledge.
Rings, please. Bless these tokens of John and Karen's marriage. May they serve as a reminder that the sacred vows exchanged today are the foundation of a joyous and peaceful union that gives strength in adversity, patience in difference, and comfort in absence. John?
If I understood all mysteries and all the knowledge, if I had the faith to move mountains, but I had not love, I will be nothing. I wouldn't have success, fame, fortune, and honor. I had not you. I will be nothing. Questo anello io ti sposo. Quest'oro d'argento io ti do. Tutto quello che io sono ti onoro. E dividerò tutti I miei beni con te.
Karen?
When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I thought as a child. And I reasoned as a child. Together we have given up childish ways. For we have seen through glass, darkly, and then face to face. Today, I understand in part, but every day of our lives, I will understand more fully that faith, hope, and love abide. But the greatest of these is love. With this ring, I thee wed. This gold and silver I thee give. With all that I am, I thee honor. And all my worldly goods with thee I share.
Now that John and Karen have given themselves, each to the other, with solemn vows and a gift of rings as the sign and seal of their love, by the power vested in me by the state of New York, it gives me great joy to pronounce they are husband and wife together. You may kiss your bride.
Yeah, Senora Cates. I waited a long time to call you Miss Cates, you know.
Oh, I waited a long time for you to call me Mrs. Gates, Mr. Gates.
Grazie. Tutto il mio cuore.
What are you thanking me for?
Giving me a dream. Something I can't believe in for the rest of my life.
Oh, big guy. Congratulations. Thanks, big. Hello, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Ah.
You know, we knew all along that we would get along in business. But who would ever guess that we would be so compatible in other ways?
You know, I almost forgot about business. Well, let's think about this. What's involved in a successful business negotiation? First, we put out the feelers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we calculate the assets, the total assets.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget about invading the corporate structure. Exposing management's soft spots. And finally, executing the takeover.
I have a question, and I really want a straight answer.
Lucy, come on in.
The last time we were together, were you serious, or were you just trying to get some sort of reaction from me?
Did I offend you? Well, I certainly didn't intend that.
You terrified me. I cannot believe that you are capable of pursuing Bobby and completely being insensitive to the fact that you might ruin a nearly perfect marriage. It makes me really wonder what you'll do if you turn on me.
Excuse me. Damian Smith?
It's Mrs. Hollis from Mr. Ashton's office. He asked me to call and extend his apologies for canceling your meeting today at 5. He's been detained out of town on business.
I know exactly what's detained him, and I wouldn't categorize it as business.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to play the first dance for Mr. and Mrs. Jagger Cates.
This is so cool. I can't believe Danielle Lavoie is playing at our wedding. That's so neat.
Some kind of madness keeps me coming back for more. I don't care if every word you say is a lie. I don't even wonder where you've been tonight. I got a problem, baby. I'm weak for love. You get me laughing. I put off what I came to say. I don't know if I meant it after all. But you got the bluest eyes I ever saw. I got a problem, baby. I'm weak for love. Can't you tell? You got me going crazy, don't you feel? A little reckless, maybe. Is it real? Or is it just a dream that we create? Well, I don't want to wake up. I guess my self-control has let me down again. I should be holding out. Instead, I'm giving in. I got a problem, baby. I'm weak for love. I got a problem, baby. I'm weak for love.
With the second most beautiful woman here tonight would like to dance with me.
I I'd love to. Would you mind terribly if I asked you to take your father's place? Just for this dance?
I'd be honored.
Dr. Quartermain? Oh, of course.
As long as I've been honored with a father's first dance, allow me to pay you a father's compliment. I am so very proud of you.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for me. You're just the perfect friend.
This is the kind of game you get off on, isn't it? Playing with people.
I've outgrown fire trucks.
Yeah, well, you can't do it. You just can't. What we're doing to Bobby and Tony isn't a game or a bet anymore. It's become destructive and evil.
I enjoyed every minute of it until I started winning.
No. But, you know, right now, I wish I'd never gotten mixed up with you, and I wish I could stop this whole thing right now.
But you don't want to do that. I mean, you haven't even begun to discover how truly evil I can be.
I like you far too much, Shaggy Cakes. You know that? You know, when you fell in love with my daughter, I thought it was wrong. And then when you wanted to marry her, I thought it was a big mistake. And now you're taking her all the way to Chicago. And I thought that I would worry about her every second.
Of course you will.
No, I won't. Because, you know, when I saw the two of you up there, I knew that you had something that I never knew. I really trust you.
Dad, it's here.
What's here?
Well, you're just going to have to wait to see your wedding present.
You are going to love it. Well worth the torture of anticipation.
Everyone, this is Daniel Lavoie, the composer of my wife's favorite song. Everybody to meet him?
I'm delighted to be here. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it, my wife?
You know, I don't think I'll be able to make up a sentence for next week without saying it.
Excuse me. I just wanted to thank you for coming. Oh, it means the world to me.
Oh, sweetheart, we wouldn't have missed it.
It's not every day that my wife's favorite client gets married.
Oh, darling, that was supposed to be confidential.
But it's no secret to me.
Congratulations. I just hope you're going to be so happy. Remember, it's still a long, difficult road ahead.
I know. But because of you, I'm ready to walk it, no matter what happens.
Oh, you take the credit, Karen. It wasn't me. You turned to face yourself. I know. Thank you both.
Excuse us, please. Oh, sorry. So, well, Mrs. Cates, it's time for you to see your wedding presents.
Oh,
all right, outside. Everybody follow. Come on. Come on, everybody. No, not him. All right, Jason, are you ready?
Ready, Dad.
Okay, everybody, on 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what? It's going to be tough enough for you two to get established in a new city, go to school, make ends meet. I figure you deserve one beautiful, extravagant toy to start with.
You?
So you've done so much for us already. I don't know how we can thank you. You know what? Just be as happy the last day of your life as you are today and live every other day in between. That's how you can thank me. Do our best.
You are.
Thank you.
Look at this.
Thank you.
Oh. It's just like you.
What is?
Tinker's such a generous, thoughtful gift.
Well, I figured if they're going to ride off into the sunset, they should do it in style.
You know, you're the best thing that ever happened to us. Sometimes I don't think I could have coped without you.
Oh, yes, you can. You're two of the most decent, loving women I've ever met. You're survivors in the best sense of the word.
Sometimes I wish we would have met for everything and everybody. I don't know, maybe things would have been different.
I know. Many, many things.
Does it bother you to see them together?
They're not together now.
Hey, you stay away from this lady, okay? The thought of me and you on this bike is enough to give you some chills.
Hey, Ruby asked me to tear you away, if you plan on eating at your own wedding.
Oh, good. I'm so hungry. You guys gonna come?
Yeah, in a minute.
I think he wants to kiss it goodnight.
I know that it's only for today, but it really does feel great, all of us being here.
Yeah, you know it is.
You guys have changed so much. I don't really know you anymore. Feels like yesterday we were all together. Everything slipped away so fast. Now Jagger's married and going away. I guess it's too late to turn back now.
Hey, it's never too late for family, okay? It's our heart, our strength. By the way, you think I'll ever forget my little sister and my little bro? Listen, Chicago's only a couple hours by plane. Sure you come visit me.
I will. As soon as I can.
I think there's something you should do, okay?
What? Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone so happy.
You will again.
Really? When?
When you find the right person.
Promise?
Promise.
Things happen. Life goes on. I know this is right for you and Karen. I always knew that. Hey, maybe if I hadn't shoved you two together, you never would have gotten this far.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know, some people have to be beaten over the head before they see the obvious.
Yeah, people.
You know, I'm assuming, since Luke has the information on Jennifer, that you won't need to see much more of Damien, right?
Well, honey, it isn't over for Luke. I mean, he has to find Frank Smith. Damien doesn't know where he is now. Okay, sooner or
Luke
later.
can handle this on his own from now on. You know, this whole charade's gotten out of hand here.
Honey, it worked. Don't you see? My relationship with Damien is really healthy.
You know what I see? I see my wife playing with fire. Okay? Nothing in this world can excuse or justify you seeing Damien Smith on a personal basis again. Ever.
Honey, why don't we discuss this later? After I've had a chance to think about the choices that I want to make. Honey, it's the wedding. Why don't you get me a glass of wine and we'll have a toast to the newlywed. Okay?
You try.
You and I are two of a kind. Selfish, determined, adamant about what we want. And you want me. Admit it. If you truly didn't want me, you wouldn't be here. It's that simple.
That is not true.
Oh, but it is. I think waiting is making you crazy. Suddenly our bet is something horrible and evil because you're feeling neglected, left out, jealous.
That is the most egocentric, egomaniacal ego trip I've ever heard.
Then why all the desperate emotions?
If you think I would sleep with you ever, you can just forget it.
Oh, but I never forget the terms of that. All terms.
Come on. backing off.
Not a chance. As I told you before, I've accepted the challenge, and I intend to win the bet.
Why? What could you possibly get out of this? Some cheap voyeuristic thrill? Or maybe you like watching the pain and misery that you create?
No. I win. It's that simple.
Fine. I guess there's no point in expecting you to be reasonable or compassionate because you have lead for a soul. But I'll tell you this. No more extensions. That's it. This was a ghastly idea, and I want it to come to an end.
Oh, so do I.
When this is all over, I want you out of my life.
You know, there is one virtue I left out of the catalog.
Boundless energy. Olympian performance.
Yes, well, actually, self-control. You know, we have been here all this time, and you have not once mentioned my little 0.5% of VOQ once. Or the insignificant fact that it represents controlling interest for you. That's what this is all about, isn't it, Mr. Ashton? Business, not pleasure.
Guess Karen's gonna be missed, huh?
Yeah. I guess when true love calls, you gotta follow.
You know I'm finding true love very hard to find. Even though looking for it has an upside. But anyway.
Well, have you been looking today?
Well, I figured that a wedding would be a perfect place to start. See, you take Brenda, she could turn looking into a full-time job, you know?
I should warn you, see, Brenda's become kind of like a little sister.
No, my intentions are strictly honorable. Senior on campus.
What, you're a PCU?
Yeah.
Really? What are you taking?
Environmental studies.
Really? Did you get stuck in that Friday afternoon lab with, Fryman?
Man, that was crazy. Were you there? No. Oh.
Hi, mind if I cut in?
Only guys cut in, Brenda.
Yes, well, you know how I love to break the rules and stuff.
Well, I'm off for that. I need a drink anyway. Well, you're a great man, Sam, Mike.
Well, you were a cool flower girl.
Excuse me, we've been over this maid of honor.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're just gonna have to keep reminding me.
Well, speaking of reminders, don't forget the toast, right?
Yeah. So here comes the keep your hands off my friend lecture.
Well, it's kind of redundant when you think about Robin's friends and relatives. Let's see, there's Police Commissioner Donnelly, Max Scorpio. Kind of makes you think twice, doesn't it?
Well, what's life without a little adventure?
There's a messenger here. He's got a telegram for you.
Lana Wexler?
Yeah. All right, I need you to sign on line 16 and 17.
All right.
Okay, there you go.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can I have everyone's attention, please? I'm not very good at giving speeches, but my wedding expert tells me that it's my job to toast the bride and groom. So here goes. If marriage is about creating a family, Karen and Jagger, you already have that hands down. You created one out of us, the Cates kids. And if you think that was easy, here's to your lives and your future and your love and your family. tomorrow, and forever. I love you guys.
Oh, if you drop that cake, I don't know what.
Put it down.
Put it down.
Oh,
I put
I
it
was
down.
terrified you were going to drop it.
I was too.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, smile pretty for me. I've got to have a picture of this. Oh, there you are. Oh, that's terrific. Good, good, good. Okay. Got it.
Catherine, for you and me, business is pleasure. Pleasure is business. And I'm sure with very little effort, that 0.5% will take care of itself.
Is this a business proposition?
Absolutely.
Well, when do you have a deal, Mr. Ashton?
Let's consummate the agreement.
Do you have to get back to Buffalo tonight? No, why? Come stay with me at the Quartermain Mansion.
What are you serious? They wouldn't mind?
No, they'll love it. I'll love it. Please. Please come. Okay, we can. Really? Yeah. Okay. Hey, maybe Eddie will come back tomorrow, and it'll save him a trip. Oh, yeah? Yeah, anyway, wait till you see. Get your koozie.
May I have your attention, please? Karen and Jagger have conquered a lot of hard times to get here today. Our prayers go with them as they start a new life together. I raise my glass to the day that we can welcome you back as Officer Jagger Cates and Karen Cates, MD.
Oh, yeah? Hey, you want to go outside? Okay, I forgot.
Honey, this was just delivered. I decided you should see it before you left.
Well, that was really nice. But I don't understand. Why would Scott risk so much to send us a message?
For something else.
Mom! I don't believe this, Mom! This is more money than I'll see in a lifetime. In 2 lifetimes. Why? Why would he do this?
It's Scott Baldwin's your father. You didn't find out about it until today.
Why now?
Because I'm so proud of what you've done with your life without any help from me or anyone else. I just wanted him to know about it.
Mom, we never even discussed my father. I thought you were ashamed of him.
No, honey, I wasn't ashamed of him. I was ashamed of myself because I thought I could play around and, nothing would happen. You see, we had a lot of fun together, and one night we made love. It was high school graduation night. And when I found out that I was pregnant, I didn't want to force him into some relationship, just because we had been careless. We didn't love each other. And then, I didn't want him to, marry me and take care of us. I just didn't think that was the right thing to do.
So that's why you were so concerned about Jagger and me.
You see, I didn't want you making all the same mistakes I made. But you didn't. You couldn't do it, You made a success out of yourself, all by yourself. And I wanted Scott finally to know what just an absolute incredible daughter
Gail and my grandparents.
Yeah, yes, it does. But you know, it's not our place to tell them. We should let Scott decide that.
All right. I can't take money.
Honey, he's got plenty. He wants you to have something. He's as impressed with what you've done as I am.
But that's not the point. You know, I've made it this far. I want to go the rest of the way, you know? I don't want a crutch for weakness or something to fall back on in case we get in trouble. You know, I want to know that my accomplishments are my own.
You're married now, Karen. The decision isn't only yours. You better ask your husband. He may not agree about it.
I will. Can I have Scott's address? I'd like to write him.
I really told him that I couldn't give it to anyone. But you send me a letter, all right? And I'm going to make sure it gets there.
My advice is you always lay a very good foundation so you have the tools so you can move ahead.
Right, got it. Just excuse me for a minute.
Do you think you heard what I said? Not a single syllable, no.
You all right?
Yeah. Not gonna believe what just happened.
So why don't we find a quiet spot so you can tell me all about it, Miss Cates?
Okay, just give me 1 minute, okay? Mr. Cates. I love you, Mom. You were the bravest, the most honest woman I know.
No, I'm not. I'm just lucky. You know, you always deserve it.
I got your best. That's all anyone can ask for. I'm gonna miss you.
Oh. Listen, we expect to see you back here a lot, young lady.
Mm-hmm. And looking just as happy as you look today.
I will, thank you.
Look, I look around at all you people, and it doesn't get any better than people in this town. I mean, you accepted me and took me into your lives way before I deserved it. You stood by me and my wife through some rough spots. I just want you to know that we're taking every single one of you with us. I promise.
In our hearts.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Have a good time.
Be careful.
Yeah, wonderful.
Careful. Drive safely.
Yes.
Turner Heat.
Tonight, while Gil watches the children, his niece Rita and daughter Bobby have a girls' night out on Thunder Alley here on ABC.